good night, roll the music. We're back. If you ever wanted to get nothing done in your life, grab yourself a girlfriend because that seems to be what's happening to me.
Oh boy.
I see that Joe just updated our script and that I have too many buttons. Yes, I do. If
Nope, that
you
was me.
I'm just skipping all the way to the end of the script. The end. Um, I've been
Did you
clicking.
type that, Landon?
Yeah, I added that. That was me.
Oh, nice. I was having the worst technical difficulties in the history of this show so far, I think. Apologies for the last episode because the audio is just ass, so I don't know how to fix it. It's
I
already been
mean,
exported. I've tried. I don't know what happened to it, but apparently I found a setting just before we recorded that fixes my audio. So there we go, I guess. So
Hopefully it
yeah.
worked.
Joe, what's in the news lately?
well, first things first. Well, two unexpected famous deaths. Uh, one just happened. What day was it? Okay. So much news. So much news.
Hmm.
No, not that one. Okay, so recently, on August 24th, Charlie Watts, drummer for the Rolling Stones, died. So, for music fans, that's not exactly comforting news.
Not particularly, no. To be honest, though, I never really listened to much Rolling Stones. I think one of my favorite songs was "Wild Wild Horses."
Yeah, Wild Horses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. It's very tame for the Stones. It feels like because some of their other ones are like I don't think this classifies as rock, but okay.
Well, as Stuart and I have discussed, Stuart's more of a Beatles guy than he is a Stones guy. So.
Mm.
Eleanor Rigby, all the way. But still, yeah, not necessarily. Uh, just sucks that all the good ones are dropping. It is interesting though. When I was still at Munchers, there was news about Van Halen's son Wolfgang. I think is his name. I think
That really is
it's legit Wolfgang Van Halen. Um,
sweet.
but yeah, he's pretty much continuing Eddie Van Halen's legacy there, which is pretty cool. Like, if I had a kid and I was a successful enough editor, I'd be like, yeah, here you go, son. Handing the reins over to you, I guess. Um,
I
but
mean, yeah, that's what you gotta do.
and then I heard rumors somewhere that there's maybe an Ozzy Osbourne movie. I know we're deviating heavily from the script here, but
Uh,
um, I just remembered that since we're talking about classic rock and stuff. Um, I know he's currently working on yet another album.
oh.
Latest album. Anal Bum Cover.
Speaking
Uh,
of famous dead people who tragically left us,
yes. That's weird. If you Google Ozzy Osbourne latest album, you get Scream, which that is not true because he released Ordinary Man like last year with Post Malone.
oh, was that
So
the album?
I'm so confused. But anyway, weird. I thought I heard that he's working on something, and I swear I heard that there's like some sort of a movie. Um,
Could we get behind that? An Ozzy Osbourne movie?
well, if
It'll
it's
be
like
incomprehensible.
a
What'd you
Biopic,
say,
yeah.
Landon? What'd you say?
When you say you, who do you refer to?
The three of us.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I've just seen a whole lot
said
of.
that it would be incomprehensible. But
Much like this podcast. It's just an
Yeah,
episode
but the
of
thing with film, at least they could do subtitles.
okay, I'm gonna go take a shit now.
what was put subtitles on my bloody movies.
Boom!
There's
It's all
a
about food.
there's a Sirius XM station called Ozzy's Boneyard, which plays mostly Ozzy songs, obviously. But then I've discovered Dio and Iron Maiden and some of those ones. And great station, but there's a segment on there called Ozzy Speaks, and I think I got the tail end of one episode once, and it was like, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of the thing though. Can you really replicate the Can a movie really replicate what Ozzy Osbourne means?
I
Probably
don't know.
not.
Because I mean that's one of my complaints. The other it pretty easily fall into conventional music biopic. Which
Well, if you do something along the lines of maybe not quite Rocket Man, but
I knew you were gonna say Rocket.
well, because at first I was like, yeah, but then I don't know. I feel like a lot of Ozzy's life, I just don't readily know, other than his time during Black Sabbath, and then he's got Parkinson's. I mean, there's a pretty big gap in between there.
Well,
Well,
I don't know.
drugs, sex, rock and roll, marriage, kids, drug, sex, rock and roll.
The Austin
Recovery.
Powers movie he was in.
Yeah, Austin Powers,
Yeah.
Little
The Ozzy
Nicky.
wasn't it the Osbournes
Yeah,
reality
keeping up
show?
with the Osbournes or whatever that was called.
There was.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I
now
need to
yeah,
Google
then
this.
he's got that History Channel and now the Travel Channel thing.
The
Uh,
Osbournes.
and then what else? What else? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
his
the
cameo in Little Nicky. Don't forget that.
Yeah, you can't forget Little Nicky.
Ozzy
Hero of the
Osbourne
movie.
practically
Half of
saves
that
the
one
day in
guy.
that movie.
Damn, Jack Osbourne has one hell of a hairdo. Like, that is. This
Oh,
man
has he
has
done something
style.
with?
It's got the swagger.
I got.
Yeah, swagger. Bugger.
What has he done new with his hair? I haven't looked at him.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't keep up with them. I don't know nothing.
I don't keep up with hairdos. That's my thing.
Oh, wow, he's a travel reporter.
But what else? What else? Does Ozzy do?
The travel.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the History Channel Ozzy and Jack's World Tour.
yeah,
There
that was actually
something
pretty.
I'm getting the feeling that it's basically the Jack Whitehall travels with my father.
I don't know. All I can say is one thing. Okay, two things I really liked out of that. Okay, three things. Three things. Okay, I'm just gonna say three things. One, Ozzy in a powdered wig. Two, Ozzy finding out what actually happened the last time he was in San Antonio at the Alamo.
Oh, yeah.
And three, Ozzy Osbourne and a tank.
What?
Yeah, a tank. That's rock and roll right there, baby.
Oh wow, that's cool. They had Elton John on the Osbournes.
Must have messed up.
Yeah, it was on MTV. Release date was March 5th, 2002. Had 52 episodes, 4 seasons. I remember that from my youth.
Very used. The good days, right?
Yep, them good old days. Let me tell you about them good old days. We used to get
Now,
condoms
fireside
for
chat.
whatever.
Oh, just
I said
some...
now for fireside chat with Grandpa.
Oh yeah. Um, did anybody remember that there was gonna be like a Kingsman,
Yeah.
like
Prequel.
3?
It's a prequel, yeah.
The Kingsman. Did that ever come out, or was that delayed still?
It's finally coming out, I think, December.
I haven't even seen the first one yet. I've been wanting to catch up on that.
Oh, what? Release date was September of last year.
Yes,
Last year?
quite a bit.
That was forever ago.
It really was. When did it get what?
I think it's now supposed to be December 22nd.
Uh, huh. So, just random article on Digital Spy. Let's see.
Digital Spy.
Oh, yep, you're right. December 22nd, 2021. So the fact that you just randomly threw out a date and a random
No,
article.
I saw the date yesterday because I don't know. Oh yeah, they had released a new trailer, and it's like this movie. This could. I mean, it looks good, and maybe because it has Riss. How do you pronounce his name? Riss.
Oh, Reese
Ifans?
Ifans? I don't know.
Yeah, he's Welsh.
It's Reese.
I
I would
sorry.
know.
Okay.
I would know.
Yeah, you would know. So, anyways, he's in it. I love him as an actor, and he's playing Rasputin. So that's a double hitter.
I just randomly caught a glimpse of his bio as I scrolled past, and all I saw was super furry animals. What? I need to go back and read his bio. What? What? Okay.
I love our little excursions down the rabbit hole.
Oh,
don't
he was
you,
a
Landon?
frontman of Welsh rock bands, The Peth and the Super Furry Animals. That's what I saw.
What?
I don't know.
So, what about that Sonny Chiba, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we get to Sonny Chiba, who, if anybody's seen Kill Bill Volume 1, knows very well that Sonny Chiba is Hattori Hanzo.
What do you know about Hattori Hanzo?
Are you allowed to do that accent?
I think he's perfectly allowed to.
I'm old enough. I think I can get away with it.
Yeah, he should.
I have old man brain.
I love Sonny Chiba though in that movie because just that little. If I have a really bad day, I can just turn on that scene where he's arguing with the bald guy.
That's always great.
What?
Yeah.
Of course, his last comment of "You must have big rats." It's not his last comment throughout the series or the movie, but I love that response where it's like, "Oh, I have vermin to kill. You must have big rats," or whatever he
Oh
says.
yeah.
It's
I
really
love
clever.
I love this quote from him. Action is drama. If we cannot make the audience laugh, smile, or cry with us, we are not actors.
Yeah.
That's
Hallelujah.
really good.
Hallelujah.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, acting is provoking a response from the audience. So, I mean,
The trick to
and
acting is provoking a response within yourself as well.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about the external first, and yeah,
Wait.
Oh, you're going out in.
I don't know. There's a reason why I've taken such a hiatus from acting.
Wow. He held
Why
a
is that?
black belt in 6 various martial arts.
Hmm. The true MMA master.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Sonny Chiba, if
Are you there?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to think how to finish that sentence. I mean, I feel like people only know just like not even the tip of the iceberg, like a little tiny corner of the iceberg of Sonny Chiba.
One molecule of H2O on the iceberg.
There you go.
Yeah, because I mean, the epitome of Sonny Chiba roles that I've seen is definitely the sake bar. Go get the sake.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I didn't shave. I didn't shave my head. I'm bald, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
I
Oh
just
man.
fell down the stairs on that line.
Yeah, I would say that that's the only role that I've ever seen him in, but I have heard reference to Sonny Chiba growing up, even
Yeah.
though I can't really even think of the reference. But when I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's Sonny Chiba, and I didn't think anything of it. It was, yeah, I think it's like repressed childhood memories of watching movies with my dad or something that I
Yeah.
knew of Sonny Chiba, but I didn't really like connect the dots of like how big of a deal he was in the martial arts world and also the film world.
I
Well,
I
mean,
it was just somebody that's like, oh yeah, I know who Axl Rose is. Now, am I
okay.
a big fan of? I like Guns N' Roses, but I mean, I don't really. I wouldn't say that I like follow Axl Rose's like entire biography and his history and I don't know what color Axl Rose's poop is because I'm not like that big of a fan. It's just like, oh, I know who he is. I know which band he was a part of and I yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's Axl Rose.
well, I'm wondering if the fact that he was in the 19th, well, not okay. Going back to Sonny Chiba, there we go. He was in the 1974 film The Street Fighter, which came out. Let's see, 13 years before the Street Fighter game. So I'm wondering if there's any correlation there.
There might be.
Because if anyone
Maybe.
tells you Street Fighter, you're probably only gonna be like, "You mean the game?" No, no, the movie. It's like, what?
Well, anybody from like even my generation, when you say Street Fighter, you're talking about the game or the movie because there was a movie called Street Fighter that had that was based off of the game, which was I yeah, I did it have Jean-Claude Van Damme in it?
Is that the movie I'm thinking of? Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh
it has
God,
Jean-Claude Van
maybe,
Damme in
yeah.
it.
Oh yes. Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. That's right.
But anyway, I also
It
just
is
realized.
hilariously. I don't know what to think of that movie. I really.
It's slightly inappropriate considering on how awesome that game was, but
Oh yeah, and Wes Studi. Wes Studi, the great actor, plays a one-eyed villain. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, apparently Sonny Chiba was also in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. So,
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen that one yet.
well, maybe we should try and. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm adding this one to the list here.
What?
He was in a film, if you can call it that, that got 2.2 out of 10 on IMDb called Invasion of the Neptune Men.
Oh no.
Here's the link.
That might be a great movie night.
Yeah, probably is.
I love the
In honor of
description as
Sonny
well. Just a
Chiba.
bunch of kids who looked like rejects from the Japanese version of Lord of the Flies run around while aliens from Neptune, presumably, blow up stock footage. I mean, it just. I can't even make it through with a straight face.
What the?
Oh, we gotta find this. Please tell me the library can secure a copy.
Let me see. Invasion of the Neptune Men. Okay, give me a sec.
Oh, we'll just stream it over Discord. If it's just between us, I think that's well within the terms and conditions.
They had it on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, yes.
You can rent it on Amazon Prime for $3.99.
God. Part of me, for
Yeah,
some
I'm
reason,
seeing all the stuff. It's like subscriptions and all
I don't know why, but thanks to public
It's so
libraries,
bad
still,
they made it.
I just can't get behind like renting a digital copy of something.
that. Me neither.
I just can't. Maybe we should talk about that someday, but
Yeah.
add it to the list for next time, Joe, because that's something that I think I could ramble on about for about 15 minutes.
Okay, renting digital copies. All.
Oh, Terror Beneath the Sea. What is this? 1966, 4.8 out of 10. Sonny Chief film.
If you think that's funny, you should see Wolf Guy.
Just
Well, looks like you
saw
can
the
buy it on
movie.
DVD from Amazon for $11.99, and then it's on AMC.
Of course.
Wow, Wolf
But
Guy
then,
is on Shudder. Does anyone use Shudder?
what's the Shutter Share?
Isn't it a
Shudder.
horror channel?
Yeah, it's basically Netflix, but only for horror movies.
Sounds too close to Chiller, really.
I've never heard of Chiller.
Chiller was a TV network that, unfortunately, I don't know where it went, but it had a lot of great stuff. It really did.
Well, while we're on the topic of Sonny Chiba and Kill Bill, I guess we should talk about Quentin Tarantino as well. That's a nice hard segue there. Fantastic spelling of cheaper, whoever just typed that.
Landon.
What is
I've had
this,
a
a
long
Mario
day.
game?
I'm tired.
I just switch over and see things moving on the script, and it's just.
We've been hacked by terrorists, folks.
Oh dear.
So Sonny Chiba, we've talked about. Okay, let's move on to the things Quentin Tarantino has introduced us to: actors, music, etc.
Boobs. No.
What?
I mean, you gotta admit, at least one person probably saw their first boob in a Tarantino film.
Not I, said the pig.
I don't know about that.
I guess let's start with what was our first Tarantino film?
Hmm.
Pulp Fiction.
Joe?
Mm, it That's a good question. If I had to guess, it was probably Pulp Fiction.
I know.
Because they show Pulp Fiction a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I know for a fact mine was The Hateful Eight. My dad is the one who actually took me to the theater and was like, "Oh, you're going off to college, son? Oh, your first class is a Tarantino film. That's convenient. Here, let's go watch this Tarantino film." I'm like, "Who's Quentin Tarantino?" And my dad was like, "You don't know who Quentin Tarantino is, and you're taking his class? You're no son of mine." So we went and saw The Hateful Eight, and I was like, that was interesting. It definitely left me like shook with the ending, and then like every Tarantino film afterwards, I'm like, it's a good film. Classic Tarantino. But yeah, I'm definitely hooked on his movies now. I definitely like that Tarantino class we took. There's a lot that I still talk about, mostly from the way like Tarantino's view on films. I think that's probably what he introduced me to, was filmmaking as like an art.
Actually, doing a little bit of research here, it turns out one of my first Tarantino films, he did not direct it, but he did the screenplay, and it was True Romance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if anyone has not seen that movie, well, if you have seen it as well, fun fact, I believe Brad Pitt is in it, but he thought the role was so terrible that he went under an alias, and now I'm trying to Google this. Or I guess Bing it.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the movie. He's the stoner on the couch.
Yeah, True Romance. Wow, I love if you Google Brad Pitt True Romance, it's that, and then the next result is GIF. Who was he?
According to Google, he is credited as Floyd.
Yeah,
Okay, he is
but
credited.
if you watch the end credits, his name is... I don't know. Wait, what? What? Dennis Hopper and Val Kilmer were in True Romance? When?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Dennis Hopper was the dad.
Yeah, Val Kilmer played Elvis.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and this just in, Jessica Biel will not name her child Batmo.
Wait, hold
I don't know
up.
where that came from, but
Hold
okay.
up. Can you please spell what the name was supposedly?
Batmo.
Batmo?
What's the last name?
I don't
Say
know.
it.
Oh
Say
my
it.
god, Batmobile!
Are you kidding me?
Oh, it was a joke.
That is the most perfect joke I've ever heard.
That's getting 10 stars right there.
Thank you. Delivery was what I was shooting for with that.
Oh my god, you threw me for such a loop because so many celebrities have named their kids just honestly dumb shit. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Like, half the celebrities that people talk about just should not have had kids in the first place.
Most people shouldn't, but that's my opinion.
Oh god. Batmobile.
That's going in my book.
Yeah. Oh, that was too perfect. Just oh man. However you spell her last name, I'm just writing that down.
Eiel.
Eiel, which is not how you spell Mobile, but
yeah.
Oh my god. So, yeah, anyone else have anything to add about Tarantino teaching us a thing or two?
Um, I I think if anything, I mean, obviously there's a lot of great music, great actors, great movies that he introduces you to,
oh yeah.
but I'm definitely thankful for him to really introducing me to the great Elmore Leonard,
You're gonna hate me for this, but who?
the novelist on who. Remember Jackie Brown?
Yes.
Jackie Brown is based on the novel Rum Punch by
Oh yeah,
Elmore,
yeah, that's right, that's right.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I am really grateful because I do love Elmore Leonard, and Jackie Brown is one of his best movies.
Well,
I was
shit.
gonna say his best, but one of his best, anyways.
You mentioned a book that's tied to a Tarantino film, and I can top you on that one. It's also tied to Sonny Chiba, Lone Wolf and Cub, and Path of the Assassin, because it's got Hattori Hanzo in that story. So there we
Yeah, that's,
go. I sought those out because I was like, oh yeah, everyone keeps talking about these being related to Tarantino films. Yeah, I got back into those books. Book 8, I think, on Lone Wolf and Cub out of like 23.
yeah. So I mean, there's just all sorts of stuff. You go into Tarantino, and you watch like maybe half an hour of his movie, and you have twice that to look up in terms of cultural references.
Oh yeah. Or or you watch only half an hour of my best friend's birthday or whatever it was, and you just laugh your ass off
Oh yeah,
for
my
32
favorite
minutes
hurting.
and whatever. Oh man, the two greatest scenes that the world will never know. um, the one where they're just doing cocaine in the recording booth or whatever. And they're just like, shut
They've
the
done
fuck
it.
up, man. And then the other one where I genuinely don't know what was supposed to be happening in the scene, but just all of a sudden the dude kicks the door and just points at the main character. He's like, your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower.
That was perfect.
So good. I love that
Now, I
line
thought you were gonna
so
say
much.
after they'd taken the drugs, where Tarantino is just he's having a bad trip, and he's like, "I'm in hell."
Just that whole bit, the whole scene of them doing drugs. It's like, hey man, you want to buy some cocaine? Like into the microphone as they're recording.
Uh, I, I really wish that. Oh, it is so sad. That's actually one of the tragedies of film history is that a lot of that footage from that movie is gone.
Yeah, it would be great though if Tarantino just out of the blue, you know what? That's what he should do for his final film.
Yeah,
Fucking remake it. There you go. You begin with your, or you end with your beginning. An Ouroboros filmmaker.
I mean, basically, I think he said something along the lines of his last movie was going to be basically a summing up of everything.
I still really, really, if you want to get people into Star Trek, let Tarantino direct the movie. That one rumor that surfaced a few years back, make it happen. Make it so. Ha ha ha. There's a reference for you.
I I I mean, if you're going to get me into Star Trek, that's probably the way to do it.
Same for me, because I kind of have never watched Star Trek. And anytime I attempt to, it's like, oh, you should watch whichever one of the versions, and I always fuck it up and mix them up. And I'm like, yeah, so I watched this old one that had the worst special effects in the world, and they're like, oh yeah, you watched the wrong one. And I was like, well, shit, write it down for me next time.
Grandpa Landon, do you have an opinion on that?
The old Star Trek movies were fun. I kind of fell out of favor with Star Trek when they started to do the series, though. But I've always wanted to go back and watch those just out of curiosity. Now that I'm older and I feel a little bit more indifferent about my Star Trek, but I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet.
But
But
could you?
watching the old movies, that was something that I used to do with my old man, and I used to enjoy doing that.
Yeah. But
That and Star Wars.
Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah.
But can we honestly see? I'm just having a tough time wrapping my head around Star Trek and Tarantino.
I know, that's why it would be just great. Because Star Trek is known for being very, very, very tame.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people going around, and then they, go to a certain planet and have a little epic adventure, and then on the next it's very episodic.
Yeah.
Although,
I mean,
at least to my knowledge, at least there's no Star Trek Christmas special.
ugh, yeah.
You shoot your eye out.
No. I'm making a reference to the Star Wars Christmas movie.
There's a Star Wars Christmas movie?
Oh boy, and people tell me that I lived under a rock.
Well, you kind of do, but I think he's excused because I think they tried to quash or squash, however you want to say it, some sort of vegetable. Uh, do away with the knowledge of this film so much that it's kind of worked.
Yeah, but it's like dead artists selling. Well, it's like dead artist works going for millions of dollars though, because like, if you find a copy of it, I think it can run. Let's just go to eBay for a minute here. eBay
What?
Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, I stepped away for a second. I had to pee.
Okay.
So I think I missed part of the conversation here. But
Basically, I said it's not exactly hard not to know about the Star Wars Christmas special because it seems like one of those things that people try to kill off.
I thought I heard rumors as well that
pulling it
George
off
Lucas.
before I hear it.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
What?
Hello? Lag?
Hi. Hi.
Somebody say something.
Okay, anyway, I heard rumors a while back that apparently George Lucas was secretly trying to buy these out himself so that he could make sure that they were all destroyed.
That makes sense.
I don't know if he'd do that, but that's kind of a funny story. I mean, are there filmmakers who really don't want to? They want something totally erased from their career so much that they go to that length.
Not
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Definitely. I mean, the example I have offhand, but is not PC, but yeah.
that says a
mean,
lot.
if anyone should do that, it would probably be Adam Sandler.
I don't
don't
Yeah.
think Adam Sandler gives a shit about anything, really.
I definitely don't think he does either.
I take that back. I think that there are things that Adam does give a shit about, but probably his career, no. I think he's proud of every single thing that he's done.
Even Jack and Jill.
Uh, or That's My Boy. Those two right there. Oh, I wish I could forget. Except with Jack and Jill, Al Pacino does make me laugh a little bit in that, which is more than I can say about That's My Boy.
So, any new watches this week for any of you two?
um,
Anything of note?
Yeah, I did. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Saturday. I'm gonna say Saturday. I watched a movie called The Scarlet and the Black. It is an old made-for-TV movie starring Gregory Peck and Christopher Plummer. And it's about I love saying this, Irish priest working in the high ups of the Vatican who, during World War II, is trying to save as many people as he can from the Nazis as they occupy Rome in 1943, and it's actually based on a true story. And it's actually really good. It actually made me laugh quite a bit. Maybe I'm just into that humor, but there's something about the old Irish priest humor that's hilarious. I mean, what other movie is there going to be a scene where? So what happens, without giving too much away, is the priest is in a tight situation, and
you mean by tight situation? Do you mean an altar boy?
I am not commenting on that.
Ooh.
But he's trying to get away from the Nazis, has to sneak through these bunch of Nazi soldiers, so he trades outfits with the guy, and the guy pretty much says, okay, you have to knock me out to make it look good, and the priest is like, are you sure? He's like, go right ahead, right on the jaw. The priest goes, God bless you, my son, and punches him.
Dang, Ewan McGregor in 1983. He had to have only been in his 20s then.
Okay, where the heck are you?
What?
You're still on the Star Wars thing, aren't you?
No, I'm looking at the Scarlet and the Black. It says 1983.
Yeah, what about it?
It's got Ewan McGregor in it.
Where's Ewan McGregor in it?
I don't know, but it says he's in it.
I don't remember Ewan McGregor was in it.
Julian Sorrell.
Julian, what's the bucket?
Julian Sorrell?
That was 6 days ago. How are you supposed to remember Julian Sorrell?
I don't know. Very good question.
I've actually
Very good question.
What? What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
Wow.
But yeah, it's a good movie. Definitely check it out.
When you look at the cast on IMDb in credits order, Gregory Peck, Christopher Plummer,
John Gielgud.
Yeah, but then scroll. This must have been his first film.
Probably.
I'm not finding him on IMDb.
Huh. That's true. Maybe he was just a bit role then.
An extra.
Oh, music by Morricone?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
Very awesome.
So you have two recently passed cinema legends in
Yeah.
this film, or involved in this film, I should say.
Well, I feel like I should certainly look this up.
I would recommend it, but hey, that's just me. Uh,
As for me, I have not seen diddly squat. I did check out more movies, but I finished Full Metal Alchemist, if I didn't already say that last week. Honestly, I was thinking about it today though. It's I'm gonna call it the perfect anime.
It is. You did say that.
Okay, good. Moving on then.
I feel like Trinity Blood is up there as well.
It is
As far as
good,
good
and I would
anime.
like to watch more of that.
You can borrow it.
Might take you up on that offer then.
Okay.
Well, Landon, what have you seen?
I've actually started watch. I've picked back up Walking Dead.
Ah,
Yeah, I cut off season 7, episode 2, and I said, you know what, this is bullshit. I can't do anymore. And this was way back when.
mm-hmm.
And that, well, no, it was season or episode 1 of season 7. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then after a while, I restarted it from the beginning and got up to the same point. And I said, this is such bullshit. I can't do this. And I actually like went one episode further. And then I cut out for a few months. And now instead of restarting from the beginning, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to start from season 7, episode 3 and just continue on to finish this. I feel like the actors and everybody have worked really hard to do this project, and I've
Yeah.
committed so much time to it anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So, and I don't know what it is about the beginning of season 7, but like those first few episodes are just rough, and then after that it gets easier to watch, and now I'm into season 8, and I'm actually kind of getting re-addicted to it. So it's been a lot of fun working my way through that. And
Um.
Hitman is
Oh
the
god,
second oldest
no, no,
profession
no.
in the
Mute,
world.
mute, mute. Okay, sorry. You just heard a bit of the trailer for Scissor 7 there.
no, I didn't.
I just loaded up Netflix, so it definitely recorded my in there. Because I was gonna see how far I got in The Walking Dead. Oh yeah, apparently there's a new Witcher. I don't know if it's a show or
it looks like
something.
an animated series.
I just don't know. I watched the one first episode of The Witcher because everybody was talking about it, and I was like, this is not for me. Uh, but
Yeah, okay.
somebody get
You're
back to me on that.
Yeah, but if you had to watch Witcher or Yasuke,
Oh yes, let's please talk about that actually. Oh boy. Oh oh boy. Did
yeah,
we talk about that?
no, we haven't.
Okay. Because Yasuke, the black samurai that supposedly was there next to Nobunaga till the end or whatever, on Netflix, if you're looking at this and you're going like, wow, this is an interesting piece of history, let me watch this. You'll be excited for the first 3 seconds and then severely let down. Because I remember Joe and I, when Joe was here, we were like, oh yeah, we've been talking about Yasuke for a while now. We'll just check this out. Looks pretty good. First 3 seconds, we're like, damn, this looks amazing. This is gonna be great. And then fucking mechs show up, and we just turn and look at each other, and we're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was definitely it was the moment where it's like, okay, I knew there was going to be some like witch stuff or whatever, but I was not expecting Star Wars or something.
Oh god. And then what happened at the end there too? They suddenly introduced like, yeah, magic and lightsabers and more mechs. I don't know. It yeah. Will I watch it? Probably not. Should I maybe continue it? Let me know in the comments down below. Please. Cuz I mean, it is great animation style, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like I kind of want to see more of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's literally just random bullshit thrown in there, I'm good.
I guess I'm just too. It. I don't know. I guess I'm just too much of a history buff in some way,
Yeah.
or maybe it's just I don't know. It's just not clicking with me. Which somebody out there is probably like, "Oh, I like that." Okay, that's your opinion. That's fine. Just don't tie me to a chair with a pack of dynamite strapped to my groin and tell me I have to like it.
Oh man, but anyway, getting back to The Walking Dead. I guess I made it to season 5, episode 9. I definitely don't remember that one, but episode 6 when Daryl and Carol are in Atlanta, and I vividly remember the bit when they're in like the hotel room or whatever, and Daryl just looks at a painting and he's just like, looks like a dog just wiped its ass all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a scene. So what's it up to now? 10? Okay. What's in season 10?
Yeah, I feel like the AMC really just, sucked that teat dry to the point where it's just a leather purse.
Oh, so did Netflix like officially pick it up then or something?
Yeah, they have all 10 seasons on there.
Yeah, but like when you say AMC suck that teat dry, because like for a while it was almost canceled or something, so.
Yeah, well, AMC's the one who did it, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It was on
AMC started it,
AMC.
but like, did Netflix like finish it or what?
I'm not that far. I'm in season 8 and it's still AMC.
Oh, well, okay.
I thought the last season is going to be on AMC. So.
I don't know.
Well, regardless, still season 8, I'm looking at a leather purse instead of a full-blown cow because they've been sucking at that teat way too hard and way too long.
Is this the recent? Yeah, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead is on Netflix.
But then a die.
I don't know, but I was following it for a little bit. It's got Dave Bautista in it, so I'm sure it's funny as hell.
Yeah, it sounds like promise.
Looks pretty interesting. Wait, what did Oh wow, they have Deep Blue Sea on Netflix. Alright, I might I might have to watch that.
Oh yeah, Dave Bautista. I saw him in Riddick.
Yep,
Riddick.
Deep Blue
Oh,
Sea. I don't think I've actually seen the full movie. I think I only remember it from cinema. What? This is the description on Netflix for the movie. Scientists conduct research on sharks in search of an Alzheimer's cure.
Okay.
you see?
Yes.
I mean, what else were they going to put? Sam Jackson dies right when you think he's going to save the day?
I don't know. Just not something that sounds like it belongs for like six-headed shark.
Hey, that sounds more convincing than six-headed shark.
Oh, God.
I mean, does six-headed shark even need a description? It's in the title. Six-headed shark.
Attack, but yes.
Well, yeah, okay.
What's the vault? This looks interesting. Well, I'm intrigued by simply the description on the vault, so if anyone wants a recommendation, I'd go with that right now. I haven't even seen it, but I'm intrigued enough. Anyway, I think we've just about covered all the bases there. Our next talking point, books that became movies, loved or hated them.
I love them all and I hate them still.
Yeah, we don't have to go through this whole thing. I just thought, yeah, if depending on how long we went through stuff.
I kind of wanted to talk about this though because,
Okay.
yeah, like I think for me it's got to be Harry Potter, and
Really?
the comment section can go fuck itself. Uh, I know, I'm aware. Shut up. Anyway, I like the books. I like the movies. It really, because I was young enough at the time that when the movies were coming out, and I even remember when some of the books came out too. But I remember reading the books and I imagined a character, and it was kind of the first time I think that I had seen a movie based off of a book. So it really just kind of like blew my mind when I saw like a character that I had envisioned come to life on a screen, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool." So yeah, that's why they will always have like a fondness, or I will always have a fondness to them. And also, you gotta admit the first films behind the scenes with baby Daniel Radcliffe, it's pretty funny to see.
I don't know if I saw the behind the scenes on the first one.
I do feel like Harry Potter was pretty true to the books for the most part. I mean, they did leave out some stuff here and there, but editing, that's the way it works. But for
Oh.
the most part, I thought that it it was done proper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
in the first one, anyways, because that was the only book I read. I mean, the beginning and the ending of the book, wouldn't have worked out quite as well as the film, for sure. Because the beginning and the ending, you have more of a let's spend time with Harry's abusive relatives. Who wants to do that?
But also, let's not forget the edit that someone lovingly put together where they replaced all the wands with guns.
Oh, I love
Because that was pretty good. The bit when Dumbledore's like sucking all the lights out with this little like Zippo lighter thing, and then they replace it with guns and he just shoots the street lamps. That was very well done.
Or how about that when Hermione
oh yeah,
in the edit shoots Neville.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about this, Neville.
That was very good. That was great. I loved it. I think I watched about half an hour's worth of it before I was just like, all right, it's just a movie with guns.
I can't believe you actually did that. Well, I can. But
yeah.
that you actually did it.
Oh man, that was creative enough that it revived Harry Potter for a little while, I think.
Speaking of creative, what's Jimmy Butto up to?
Oh, what is Jimmy up to?
I'm sure he's up to something creative.
Yeah.
Well, I told you guys you could tell me, but Stuart, would you like to read?
Oh, well, according to our news source here, he was last seen in Nebraska with a sneaking out of a massage parlor.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was reputed. It was a reputed haven for Republican politicians, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not quite sure if it was old Jimmy Boy, but he was the man. Apparently, looked like he belongs in a ZZ Top band.
Yeah, he was feigning the beard of ZZ Top.
Yeah. Uh,
He was affecting an Upper Eastern upper class drawl. The person who reported this said it was actually Mr. Butto because of the obvious Johnny Cash giving the bird tattoo on the man's hands.
Great tattoo. I had
but the
go
guy
out and get one.
who reported this was apparently also assaulted with an old salami that I don't want to know where Jimmy keeps it. I don't want to know. I mean, I guess I'm morbidly curious, but also I don't think I should know.
I don't know. Maybe the guy just walks around with it in a little man bag. A merce. You ever think about that?
uh, yeah.
I know better, Stuart.
But apparently a Republican senator got involved. We don't know who it is. They're just the low tier type. I'm sure they'll climb the ranks eventually, and we'll hear their name later on. But yes, apparently a Democrat was assaulted by the salami, and a Republican did try to stop it. So at least we saw, you know, Republicans and Democrats were coming together for a moment.
Nah, that's not the way I heard it.
Oh, which way did you hear it, Landon?
I heard that Butto was beating somebody, and then a Republican tried to stop him. But once Butto said that it was a Democrat, the Republican senator actually started to participate in the beating.
Oh, that's oh, I got my sources confused then. But
And then there was an old lady who came teetering in, who also happened to be a registered Democrat. She came by way of scooter and pulled her Smith and Wesson. I guess it was a snub-nosed .30, well, 38 police special on the men. The alleged Mr. Butto made a run for it, fleeing with what could possibly be a flesh wound in the backside.
Yeah. So,
The
there's some
politician
guy
then
out
be
there with
shot
a
four
bleeding
times in the
butthole.
groin. Ooh, 4 times in the groin? It's pretty heavy for a politician.
but I guess everyone else, unfortunately, the man assaulted with the salami, uh, they'll recover from their wounds, but unfortunately, the smell of the salami will stick around for quite a while. Apparently, um, it's reported that the old lady was last seen at a bingo parlor.
And I think she's just 1-0 away from winning.
I don't know. But yeah. So that's your update on Jimmy. And yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it is time for me to tuck in my children's
All right,
Children.
well,
kiss
you
them
enjoy
sweetly
that.
off to their dreamlands.
Oh, just real quick, just to bring things down again. I think it's worth sharing the news that Joe sent about the man who assassinated Robert F. Kennedy in 1968 has been granted parole by a California board. So,
That's news to me.
yeah.
So, yeah.
But,
Just thought that was of interest.
Yeah. Well, until next time, hopefully the audio is decent enough on this.
Yep.
Hey.
Let us know how that goes.
But
Good night and goodbye.
boy.
So. Peace out.